Hi guys, it's Jack here from Nerds Club. Welcome to Movie Wednesday. Today we gonna talk about history of Batman in movies. Let's start with who is Batman. He usually is showed as a kid, Bruce Wayne from rich family whose parents were killed, and after few years he puts mask and bat suit to fight crime in his city, Gotham. First Batman debuted at June 19, 1989. The director of movie was Tim Burton and script was wrote by Warren Scarron and Sam Hamm. The main roles, Batman and Joker, were played by legends Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. Alfred was played by Michael Gough and Gordon by Pat Hingle. In this version the guy who killed Bruce Wayne's parents was Jack Napier, who's later injured in movie and becomes a Joker. Keaton's Batman was more heroic and Bruce Wayne romantic. Whole movie had that gothic climax and showed dark criminal world. Nicholson's Joker was fantastic. It was like normal macho gangster in some moments, but sometimes he ran into psycho vibes and it was so cool. 1992 has come and Batman returned, this time to save Gotham from Penguin, who was played by Danny DeVito, and Catwoman played by Michelle Pfeiffer. This time director of movie was again Tim Burton, and script was wrote by Daniel Waters. The return of the Batman opens with the sad backstory of Oswald Cobblepot, later known as Penguin. He was great, unpredictable villain, and because of his backstory he is kinda tragic character. The Catwoman was more like cat than women. I remember watching the movie for the first time and seeing her whisking herself like a cat was weird, and I was like WTF. But then I thought it's another psychotic character, it has to be like this. After these two well-made movies, time has come to change Batman. This time movie was directed by Joel Schumacher, and script was wrote by Akiva Goldsman, and the guy who wore the suit was Val Kilmer, joined by Robin to fight Two-Face and Dr. Edward Nygma, played by legends, first one by Tommy Lee Jones and the second by comedy actor Jim Carrey. Gordon and Alfred were played again by Pat Hingle and Michael Gough, which is kinda weird that they didn't do any recasting. This time movie didn't get positive reviews. The fact that they added nipples to Batman's suit didn't help that. Kilmer's Batman was a lot worse than Keaton. He wasn't that dark secret character. Batman movie was again wrote by Akiva Goldsman and directed by Joel Schumacher, and it is judged as the worst Batman's movie. Badly wrote characters, suits were weak, and casting was missed. This time Batman was played by George Clooney, his enemies were Dr. Freeze by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Poison Ivy played by Uma Thurman. There is nothing to say more about it, it's just weak. But at all this movie earned nice money, so creators of it did right the goal. Then after 12 years, in 2005 Batman came back. Warner Brothers decided totally reset the universe. For the director of the movie they chose Christopher Nolan and music was made by Hans Zimmer. New Batman was played by the Christian Bale. Bruce Wayne's story is showed more deeply this time. He goes on long way before starting saving Gotham. On his way he meets his future enemy. This time main villains were played by Liam Neeson, Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow Cillian Murphy. In movie cast we can see names like Morgan Freeman, Gary Oldman, Michael Caine, so they give it all they weigh. And what was the movie quality? I think that creators wanted to back to this really dark vibe Gotham, but also show Batman on as this scary man in mask but also as a human. We get really cool story about his change from young rich kid to Dark Knight. I really like this way he make in meantime and movie. Now movie has 94% positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, it turned $300 million, and it was one of the superhero movies in those times. After 6 years of Batman Begins from 2005 Dark Knight Returns in 2008. The cast stayed the same. This time main villain of the movie was a Joker played by Heath Ledger. Many people think that was the best Joker, perfect psychopath, momentarily scary, and we can say that he had a purpose. We also get to see Harvey Dent aka Two-Face, Who's firstly show as a hero of the city, but then go to bad guy's side. Unfortunately, Ledger suddenly passed out, and it was probably because of his preparing to role of Joker. At the final of the movie, Batman goes on exile because of killing one of the villains. Most of the people think that was the best Batman movie so far. Closing of the Nolan trilogy came in 2011 with Dark Knight Rises. Main villain of the movie this time was Bane, played by Tom Hardy, and to cast joined also Anne Hathaway, who played Catwoman. This time Bane took control on Gotham City. He arrested police and forced Batman to see how his past looked like, if we can call it like that. There was not many action tension scenes in this movie in comparison of previous one. The plot is boring in some moments, but the whole movie kinda shows that Batman is hero without his suit, and it was actually one of the movies where Batman goes in his suit outside in day. Tom Hardy wasn't that great villain like Joker in previous one, probably because of his mask, but he was like really dark also because of his battery. The ending of trilogy shows us that Bruce Wayne has enough to be a Batman, and he wants to real normal life. After 4 years of break, Batman come back again. This time in Batman v Superman movie. The movie itself is movie of a new DC cinematic universe, and it was directed by Zack Snyder, and script was wrote by Chris Terrio. This time we get to see Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. The main villain of movie is Lex Luthor and Doom. The plot tells a story of uniting these three iconic heroes to stop Lex Luthor, because he wants to kill them. So plot is really standard, but it is supposed to start and so. It's kinda weird that they show us three heroes that we should care about, but we didn't see them in previous movie. Yes, I know we saw Superman in Man of Steel. The movie review is that this is one of the worst movies with Batman. We still must have hope to see good Batman movie in future. In newest movies we saw a little cameo of Batfleck in Suicide Squad when he arrested Deathshot. It was cool but nothing special. And he was one of the main characters in Justice League. This movie also had bad reviews. For now there are some rumors that new Batman will be played by Jake Gyllenhaal and Joker by Leonardo DiCaprio, but for now we don't know if these movies or this movie would be like in canon. Anyway, I think we should still give a chance to Ben Affleck. I think it's kinda weird that we still didn't get his backstory, but maybe that's why we should give him a chance. Hi guys, it's Jack here. Hope you enjoy video. If so, make sure to like it and subscribe the channel. And let us know in comments what do you think and what would you like to see on this channel, cause we are just getting started.